Hey guys, it's Lori with Nelson Farms. I'm here with John Nelson, the man of the house, and we are in our little elderberry garden. And what we're gonna do today is pick some fresh elderberries and then take them inside and get them ready to make in tincture. So I'm gonna show you guys how to know when they're ready to be picked. Okay, so what we're looking for is you don't want any green berries. You want them all to be purple, and you want this stem to be purple too. So if the stem is still green, it's not ready. You want all of these berries to be soft and purple and squishable, and you want the stem to be purple too. And then when they're ready, you snip off the whole stem and we drop them in a bucket. So we're just gonna keep doing that process until we've collected all of the ones that are ready. So we did this just the other day, so there's probably not that many. And like this one, you see how there's still a few green berries on there, and the stem's not really completely purple yet, so we're gonna leave that one a little bit longer. There's one ready to be picked, and look, there's a little friend on there, a little praying mantis. So for those of you wondering, we planted little tiny elderberry trees in 2019. We ordered them online from a company. Do you remember the name of the company? I can't remember the name of the company, but they did not do really good. We started getting elderberries off of them last year, but we didn't get very many. We started getting them when we mulched. You see that black mulch down there? That's when we really started getting a good harvest. So if you're gonna try to grow them yourself, I would recommend getting black elderberry, and I would recommend planting them with mulch around them. So even though we don't use any pesticides or anything like that on our elderberries, we definitely want to give them a good wash because, you know, mostly bugs. So even before we pull them off and get them off the little stems, we give them a good wash, a good rinse with the sprayer like that to get any bugs off, because we don't want bugs crawling in the house. There's a bug. An ant. There's another one. One thing about not using pesticides is they will have bugs on them. But we're okay with that. We just wash them off good. So after they're rinsed, you're gonna need to get the berries off of the stems, and you wanna do that carefully. So there's a few different ways you can do this. We've tried a lot of different ways, and honestly, the best way I found is just to gently pull them off like what I'm doing. Just pull at them and they come off. You don't want the stems in your tincture, so you just wanna get the berries completely off the stems. This is really a great opportunity for you to incorporate your kids to get involved. Usually the kids help us do this, but not today. They're not involved today. But this is all you do. Now, another option is for you to freeze them like this and then do it. They smush less easily that way, but I don't have a problem with them smushing like this because I'm very gentle with them. If my kids are helping, they typically wear gloves because they're a little bit rougher than I am, and this will stain your skin. But this is all you do, really. So you're just getting the plain berries like that, and you do that to all of them, and then I'll show you the next step. If you come across any green ones or weird looking ones, just pull them out, no problem. So all of the elderberries have been washed good and pulled off the stems, and what you want to do is get a mason jar like this, and you can get the quart or the pint size, it doesn't matter. And then you just want to put some of the elderberries down in there like this. I typically fill it about half full with elderberries. So you do have the option of buying elderberries, and I can give you a recommendation of where I've bought some before. I've gotten them off Amazon, but fresh is always the best. After you fill it about half with elderberries, you do want to kind of smush them up a little bit. Let me grab a spoon. Okay, I like to just get a spoon with a long handle and just kind of smush them up a little bit so some of those juices get out of the actual berries. then you want to add your alcohol of choice. So our alcohol of choice here is vodka. You want to make sure that it's a good brand and a good quality, and it needs to be at least 80 proof. So this one is literally 80 proof. So you cover the berries, and I go almost to the top of the jar with the vodka. And you're gonna store this in a dark cabinet somewhere that it won't get too hot. So I've mentioned before, I like the ball jar tops that are reusable and just screw on, but I'm out of those. So put a little piece of parchment paper between your lid, so that sometimes these will rust. You don't want any rust to get on that. So make sure you close it really good, because after you put this in the cabinet, you're going to need to shake it every day or so. And always label it, label the date and what it is. Just like that. And there you have tincture. And I typically let mine sit a couple of months in the cabinet brewing. That's it. So now you can look for videos 2 and 3 about what we do next with the tincture. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. See you next time.